Okay, so I won't be at Crash Pad tomorrow, so I do apologize. I'm going to spend time with family, and I really wanted to get this off my chest because if this is me turning heel, this is me turning fucking heel. So let's just start off. Elimination Chamber was a great event. Great event. All right. I have lots of stuff to say to both my co-hosts. Cody's still going to Mania. There's a storyline going on with him, Jacob Fatu, and Drew McIntyre. Just because Randy won tonight don't mean that he's not going to Mania. Like what? Y'all can hate all y'all want. It's so funny that y'all hate. It's so cute. I love it. So real quick, before we get into the thing, I want to personally say I recorded my rants, all right? And Salazar, you can get my point of view. First off, the women's match, I felt like Tiffany Stratton was going to win. I felt like they was going to do the main event, the rematch between Jade and Tiffany. Before we get into it, Salazar, if you could put any clip of Erebus V saying, I want Raquel to win. Even though he didn't know who the hell was in the match to begin with. Let's start off there. During the week, we can do a quick Google search on what the damn matches are going to be so you know who the competitors are before we do our reactions, all that stuff. Let's do that. Let's start off by doing that. Number one. Two, he hate blinds. That's point blank period. Let's just keep that in mind. He hate blinds. Tiffany Stratton. I want Tiffany Stratton to win. Oh my gosh, she's trash. She's privileged. She's this. She's that. It's stupid. It's the weirdest thing in the world. But guess what? If you're Samoan, he love you. Oh my God. And here's the thing. Everybody may think I hate Roman Reigns. I hate Samoans. No, I'm actually a fan of Roman Reigns. I love the fact that Roman Reigns has, triumphed from this, character that was put in front of us to love and everything, and we hated him. And then, he decided to take his own, ball and turn heel and turn into this tribal chief character. I love that. I love the big dog, by the way. Keep that in mind. But I'm not going to be a bandwagoner like my co-host Erebus V. Let's say this. I have been ridiculed for months because I like Cody Rhodes. Oh, you only like Cody Rhodes because he came back to WWE. That's big cap. Let's just go down the line. I'll say it again. Cody Rhodes caught my attention when Cody Rhodes was wrestling with no knee pads. When I ain't gonna say legacy because he was good, but he wasn't his own. All right? I've been a fan that long. Then when he left, I was still a fan. Then when he came back, I loved the fact that I'm not the mic over. I love that. That's the thing. But the thing is, people will sit there and they're in this group chat right now. I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen because they're in here right now just, putting the ones up, putting, the ones up. They're putting the ones up. Randy Orton, I hear voices in my head. I taste blood that's dry. That's crazy. That's crazy. They going at me right now. Look at this. I just got an update on my phone. At Bacon, high adrenaline in my soul. No Mania for Cody Rhodes. Well, here's the thing about it. Where's Rock? Not there. Roman may lose. The thing is, y'all love y'all entertainers, and that's fine. That's fine. They're going at me in this group. They're going at me. They don't like, die-hard stories or, stories. They like entertainment. That's it. And that's what wrestling is. It's entertainment at the end of the day. But my thing is this, if you're gonna hate someone for their wrestling ability or how popular they are, you're a hater. That's the thing. You don't like Cody Rhodes because Cody Rhodes is damn good. Or he took Rock's moment. My thing is this. I keep hearing every damn week, oh, Roman needs to be champion again. Why does he need to be champion again? He held it for over 1,000 days. Just because Roman's so good. Roman is this. Roman is dog. Cody's there every week. Cody's doing this. Cody's putting on good matches. Even though y'all saying the storylines are mid as hell, that's not on him. That's creative. That's not on him at all. It's on creative. But y'all hate that. And it's insane to me. But I'll go into my rant later about Cody Rhodes. Anyway, Tiffany Stratton lost. Rhea Ripley won. That's fine. Whatever. I feel like Tiffany Stratton's still going to go to WrestleMania. It's going to happen. Kiana James showed up and showed out. Great. Raquel showed up and showed out. I think all the women in this match showed up and showed out and they went crazy. Raquel went crazier. All right. AJ Lee winning the title. I think she's going to drop it soon. You know, I think she's going to have a match against Becky at Mania for the title. I feel like that. CM Punk beating Finn Balor. Finn Balor's going to turn face. I really think Finn Balor's going to face Dominic for the IC title. It would be great. I think last year Dominic won the IC title in a Fatal 4-Way last year to win the title. And now I think what's going to happen is Dom's going to beat Penta and then he's going to face Finn Balor at Mania. That's how I feel. This Elimination Chamber match. Nothing bad to say about it. I don't hate Randy Orton. Let's just. Oh, Nick Aldis just made the match. Holy shit. Yeah. Oh, look at him now. Look at him now, y'all. Son of a bitch, Cody gets a shot on Friday. Oh, what's going to happen? Oh my God. That's so crazy. Oh my God. Anyway, great chamber, by the way. Great chamber. Yeah. Erebus me may have gotten the last laugh, but I got the last laugh. See you bitches Friday. Cody on top. QB on top, baby. Yeah. Yeah. 10 out of 10 event. See y'all Mania. Be there or be square.
Privilege in my soul. Mania's always what I want. Da 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 da. Whoa!
They never want to see him. He act like his father who didn't. He didn't win the championship, but apparently his son can. And he mad as hell that he decided to use his privilege to win. And he got a title. Challenge for punk ass Drew McIntyre. For free. Not deserved, but we're here now.
I am my kingdom.
That's all he is. Exactly. Exactly. No one follows him except for one person. No one.
Well, to be fair, Cody is entertaining to watch. It's just the fact that I honestly, and I've already said it, like Jacob Fatu is standing tall. Also, hi everybody, welcome to Crash Pad. This is the Elimination Chamber episode. Bacon, you guys got to see him give his privileged thoughts on the privileged Cody Rhodes, on how much privilege that man gets, because Jacob Fatu still has yet to get a world title shot, and I'm pretty mad about it. But I am here with my co-hosts. Erebus, we are here with our producer, editor, man in the seat, man in the chair, man behind the computer, a really wired man at this point. Sal, Celsius got him. But yes, so everybody, Elimination Chamber happened. Airbus and Bacon watched it together, so you'll see a lot of their stuff. I did not get to watch it. Only got to keep up on my phone. And you guys not even spoilers ahead. You guys kind of already know what happened, and Bacon gave his thoughts. I really want to pick everybody else's brains on what they thought on this Elimination Chamber, because I have my own thoughts, and I'm going to piss off the IWC because I'm tired of the IWC. So to be safe, though, to be very safe, I'm going to have these two gentlemen talk about the Women's Elimination Chamber, because I believe you Sal, you watched most of it with them, right?
I watched most of it with them. I came in during the Finn Balor and CM Punk fight midway through, I think, and then carried on afterwards. I had to do some little bit of running around here and there, but I was still like watching it with them. While I was at work last night, I was able to catch up with the other two matches, the Women's Elimination Chamber match, and I have my notes for that, and then the AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch fight.
All right. So, Erebus, what did you think of the Women's Elimination Chamber? Because that's what started us off in Chicago.
Women's Elimination Chamber did wonderful. I genuinely loved it. I enjoyed it. Now, mind you, I'm not familiarized with Kiana James too much, but I know she was like the last qualifier for the match from I think prior that week before they started to start the match for today. Kiana James, Raquel, Mommy, Tiff, and Tiff. Anyways, Io Sky. Look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't want Tiffy time. I did not want a repeat of Tiffy versus Jade Cargill. We know Jade Cargill kept getting over, just swept under the rug when it came to her facing Tiff. She kept losing against her. I got a little upset about that until she finally won. I was getting upset about that, so I didn't want that as a repeat. But apparently, someone who was in chat with me apparently wanted that back, and I'm glad we didn't get that. Mommy was the winner overall, so I'm pretty happy about that. Now, as I was at work, kind of talking with my coworker throughout this process, we both kind of were like about Raquel not having her singles title run yet. Still to this point, they did make her look wonderful in this match. From her running powerbomb slam through one of the elimination cages, or one of the elimination chambers little windows or whatever with pods with Kiana James. And so Raquel looked good. Damn good. I'm not gonna lie. I literally had hopes. And apparently you can't pick multiple people to win an Elimination Chamber, or like you can't pick a number one pick and then like your sleeper pick, and then to pick you like, I'll be all right with that pick. Like you can't pick 3 or 2 or whatever. Apparently that's not the rules here. Apparently rules have to stay the same, where you have to pick with one person. Apparently you have to be that way. You have to pick the one person. If it loses, or well, so what? You didn't get what you want. But you can't have like a multitude of people that you have as favorites to win the match. You got to just have the one. Yeah, it might be the one singular favorite, but you can't have like a second pick or a third pick. It's like,
who said that?
I don't know. Could be someone we know. Who knows? It could be someone from the Rhodes family, the Rhodes acquaintances. Who knows? I don't know. Could be another privileged member. Who knows? I don't know. But all I know is that you can have multiple favorites in a single match, and it's hard to pick who you would like to actually run. One, because you haven't get to see them, or I don't know, that's not a sentence, and that was terrible. Proper, grammar what I just used. But still, you haven't seen them yet be able to do what it is that they want to do in the singles title run yet. You haven't got to see them do that yet. You may want to see them first, but apparently because you ain't root for them out the gate, you didn't know that or whatever. Whatnot. Also, you suck. You suck for it apparently. But yeah, we here. But I got what I wanted. I said there was one singular person I did not want to win, and thank by the grace of a God, she did not. Nothing against her personally. I don't even treat her like hold on. She, I say privileged, but anyways, I don't put her in the same role as Cody, because Cody's situation is different. But Tiffy time, I was not wanting. I did not want another Tiffy time. I did not. Unfortunately, I did not. I am thoroughly happy how that match went. Kiana James showed her butt when she was in there too. I didn't know much about Kiana James, unfortunately, but all I know, she made me a fan that night. I was like, who is this? And I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is happening. Asuka, as usual, did her thing. Kana, she did her damn thing. Alexa Bliss, same. I was a little upset that she was like first eliminated out, I was like, damn. And it was crazy because she had just got eliminated before the final person came in. I was like, damn, we didn't get to see Alexa Bliss. I mean, she got misted first. She got misted by Asuka, and then got pinned. I was like, well, this is one way to go about it, but I mean, they got it. They got it. She got out that way, and it is what it is. But I definitely can't wait to see what they officially do with Alexa Bliss further. I definitely want her back. I know they're making way for some of the other stars, growing stars in there, and I agree with that. It's all right. Since apparently I don't like when other stars are growing and stuff like that. Apparently, I'm a nostalgia act. I like nostalgia and I like old school, and I don't appreciate those of the newcomers. Apparently, that's who I am. So well, if I were to go down that road, I'd hate James. Ill, God bless. No, or whatever. But yes, it was a wonderful match. Raquel pinning two at once. Raquel Rodriguez, Asuka, and Kiana James. She did her thing. I'm proud of Raquel. She did her thing. Very proud. Very proud. They made her look damn good, and she was a powerhouse in there. She did her damn thing from start to finish. It sucks that she didn't get the championship dream. She wanted to, championship title match. It's all right. I'm okay because when Jade first showed up in the WWE, I had dream match after dream match after dream match after dream match that I said, I don't know if it was during recording or whatever. I don't know if I was recording. I think I was just yelling and screaming it through the thing when she first showed up. I was like, Raquel versus Bianca, Raquel versus Naomi, Raquel versus, not Raquel. We need my goddamn Storm versus Mommy. We need my Storm versus Bianca. We need my Jade versus Naomi. I was all over the place with that. I needed that in my life. I needed it. And guess what? It took a little minute, but we're here, and she's champ. So, and she's at WrestleMania. She's gonna be at WrestleMania with it. So she's got her belt. She's at WrestleMania. She's getting challenged for the belt by Mommy. I love this. I think it's a win-win for me. I won. Tiffy didn't win. No Tiffy time. Got Jade, champ. Mommy's that's one of my fantasy matches. I get what I want. I'm proud. I'm very proud. I'm very proud. But overall, if I were to give the Women's Elimination Chamber a number out of 10, I would probably give it a good 8. A good 8. I'll say 8. I'll say a good 8. That's what I would give it. A good 8. So a high 8. I know there's no such thing as high. I'll say 8.5. We'll do that. 8.5. But yeah, that's my take on that.
I am just gonna say if we have if you are very high on Cody having privilege, I have to say Jade has privilege too. Yeah, that's not gonna stop. She got put with Bianca and Naomi at the very beginning, and then she got hurt, and now she's a champion with a lackluster story and a lackluster reign currently. So hopefully she loses it at Mania, give the belt back to Rhea, put some prestige on the belt, because Jade ain't doing it for me or most of the wrestling community. And then Sal, what are your thoughts?
So my initial thoughts when I saw like who's gonna be first up and everything else, for Kiana James, because she was gonna be like the first one in the ring that's not inside of a chamber. Boobs. Straight up boobs. Like, okay, cool. Tiffany Stratton, when she came in, I was like, oh wow, she actually kind of has like a different kind of unique hairstyle, color palette. She's not wearing pink and she flat ironed her hair. This is like a different kind of look that we're not used to. And then, we get the Barbie twins starting. So it's plastic versus plastic at this point.
God damn. Shit. Jeez.
And I added in this note just because I remember what Mickey James was saying over on LFG season 1. It's something in regards with outfit choice, and it can make or break a female wrestler. And it ain't about how much skin you show, especially with the amount of wardrobe failures that we've been having these last year so far. Like even for example, if you're wanting to have something secure, look at what Sol Ruka did for the Royal Rumble at Saudi. Like she wasn't having to do a full bodysuit, but she was still, covered enough to give her own twist and personality, and she doesn't
She
have to
went to the
show that
Van
much skin
store.
as is. Um, Throughout the match, I was listening to the audience as well. We had heard a big pop from Stratton doing her Tiffy time thing. I know, Donovan, you gotta see about drawing yourself a new battery for your watch there. Uh, Asuka was entering, but not really. Collision in the chamber, and then we also hear "Let's Go Asuka" chants. While we also had some brutality against the chains. Alexa Bliss enters, which she's the shortest in the match. She's gonna be the definition of small and feisty throughout this whole thing, unlike Zelina Vega. Uh,
The shade.
James was getting, given a slingshot to Stratton into the chamber door. That one was a pretty brutal hit. Rhea Ripley's coming in violently, and then we also almost immediately start getting Rhea Ripley chants, and I thought that was a fun time. Let's see here. Notes. Alexa crawling all over Rhea was kind of sloppy, I would give. So that kind of deducts at least a half point for me. Because if it isn't going to be a smooth transition and that kind of thing that they're going for, it's not going to look clean overall. Um, I'm gonna just go here near more the critical parts with Raquel coming out as the last one of the match. You know, she has the most stamina conserved. I was gonna think that she was gonna be winning this whole thing, and she came out here hard and swinging. Like she made me believe that she had a chance on winning this whole thing for a split second, and then you know she gets eliminated. Near the end, we get the counter moonsault by pushing Tiffany Stratton into the chamber when, we get Tiffany and Rhea as the final two. And then we get the Riptide to pin with winner Rhea. So overall, I would say this one gave me I would agree with Erebus, but a good 8.5 out of 10. Minus the two, what's it called? Where did I have that here? The two boob slips, I think, what happened? I know that James had a wardrobe malfunction there.
And then so did Raquel
Mhm.
when she was pulled over the ropes. Which to me should add the extra 1.5 and make it a full 10 out of 10 right there. If you have two in a match. Two in a match. One
Yeah,
each
but
titty.
that's the
Like, yo.
thing, they gotta work on getting some better seamers or seamstresses or whatever. Because if they're gonna be having that kind of thing, this isn't the attitude era anymore, where we're just gonna have people coming in with a bra and panties match or anything else like that. It's gonna be dangerous with that kind of stuff because they're still going that PG route, and it could end up messing up the flow of the match and causing disruption throughout. So it knocks it down some.
I agree with you. I think that just there's a lot of reasons why your wardrobe messes up, and none of us have boobs to figure that out. So
I don't know what
we
you're
just get to
talking about.
watch. But let's get into the second match, which again I didn't watch, but I'm very happy at how it ended. I do think it's a little weird though, but that could just because of where they have the match at and who it is. But Salazar, kick us off. What were your thoughts on AJ Lee and Becky Lynch?
I saw Jessica Carr as the ref, and I immediately thought that, oh shit, some shit's gonna go down with Becky. And then I see her already getting frustrated, not even like 5 minutes into the match, already starting to kick the barricade and everything else. I'm like, okay, you're obviously trying to oversell this frustration that you have. And I'm thinking that she's gonna take it out on Jessica Carr. No. She gets, bumped during that match and everything else. And we end up getting like a brutal, you know, win with AJ because she ended up getting some color on her, and overall it was a good enough match. I would say I would dock a point for some of the fluidity that was kind of missed during some of AJ's acrobatics, but she definitely shows even after all this time that she still has it. I'll give her the benefit of, you know, ring rust and everything else like that. Uh, and she still did a pretty good job. So I would say at least a 9 on my part.
So the good thing is, for me, I think it's funny. I think it was ironic for them to bring Jessica Carr in this situation and just have all of Becky Lynch's immediate hatred right there on display for her to have to deal with. For me, because ESPN is talking about it, Sports Illustrated is talking about it, and I think that's a good thing. Going for, she needs to keep that forever. I don't care. That's my favorite thing right now. We're going for her. 11 years. What was it? 11 years since the last time that she's competed for a actual title match. Was it for AJ, if I'm not mistaken? And this has been 10 years since her last time in a singles match, if I'm not mistaken. And to win it in her hometown, it's a little emotional moment in Chicago. And I think, quite frankly, there's a lot more that goes to that as far as the theme for that. I know I get everybody was trying to do it. I guess it was for nostalgia, since that's what I'm about. And going from there, because I'm loving this right now. I really am. Because it's all about nostalgia, for them to win in their own hometown and just give them the belt like that. It's pretty crazy. But, it's just for, peace. I'm glad he's watching. God bless. No, but anyways, I thoroughly enjoyed the match. Now, Jessica Carr, she did get knocked out. I think it was twice at one point in time, because she tried to put the belt turnbuckle back on when it fell off. But there was a misconstrue there, and she got knocked out. Now, my thing was, when she had got knocked out, I don't know if it's me, but referees, when they get knocked out, I think sometimes kind of forget how they got hurt. So I was like, when she was on the floor laying down, trying to figure out, like, I can't figure out what's going on, and they're doing, she's got the chair over there. She's with AJ. She needs her and everything, and all that stuff is happening. I'm laughing because I'm like, Miss Carr, I don't think you got hurt that way. That's like, because she was laying down and she was like trying to, like, I think she was hitting her left side arm or something like that, or for their face or whatever. But I think it was like her right that got like kicked away when she twirled her or ran into her. And then when she hit the ground, I was like, wait, is that the right way? She was like, because I was confused. So I was like, wait. No, so I think it's funny when referees get hurt, and then just like sometimes there's that misconstrued to like, wait, was I hurt this way or that way? I don't know if she had got the right one. I might have been missed out. I don't know, but that was hilarious. I thought it was pretty funny. Her tapping out, I enjoyed it. She needed that. And it was, and her for being able to win that match for AJ Lee is worth it. So for me, there wasn't really anything, she actually did a damn thing coming back after what, 10 years? So I'll probably give it a 9. We'll go with a 9.
So I love the way that Bacon says it's called selling Mr. Entertainment. So you're Mr. Entertainment and Bacon's Mr. Creative.
Yeah. I'm Mr. TKO, apparently. Let's get to work. I love it here. God bless.
So the Second City Saint got to make his appearance back in Chicago, had by far one of the best entrances of the year so far. Shout out to the Larry Forever bomber jacket that hit me in the feels real quick. What did you guys think of this world title match? And if it wasn't in Chicago, would it have gone a different way?
No, I definitely think CM Punk would have still won. I think it's definitely would it still ended with CM Punk being the victor. Now, here's the thing with me, though. My issue was that I was thinking to myself, maybe Judgment Day, because I'm still on the fence of Finn finally really separated from the Judgment Day or whatever completely or whatever. So I'm thinking to myself, Judgment Day is not going to listen to whatever the hell anybody has already said them about them being barred, whatever, from whatever and whatnot, and still try to help out Finn. And it might cost Finn in that way. This was my whole thing. That's what I was thinking to myself during the whole match. I was like, oh, Judgment Day is going to come out, try to help him, whatever, cost him the match, even though they were barred or whatever they said. And that's really going to push Finn over the edge. However, him winning clean, and it was straight up man-to-man, hand-to-hand. There was no like conniving crab, and the ref got knocked out and they used it was straight up clean. You can't do nothing wrong with that. It was clean. And even if it was in a different city and it went like this would have still been celebratory. Now, I'm not gonna lie, starting from the entrance part where they gave him the 90s, the Bulls Jordan situation going on in the music.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
I don't know. Just like,
amazing.
Oh
They even got the announcer.
Look. All right, I guess y'all can have that for right now. Y'all can have it. I ain't got it against it.
You're Mr. Nostalgia. You're Mr. Nostalgia.
You can go with that. They gave him the Jordan treatment. You give him that. I'll give him that. They gave him the Jordan treatment. You give him that. But it is what it is. You give him that. It was great. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool. I'll give him that. It's just I was as soon as I heard the music, I was like, come on, bro. I was like, really? This is what we doing? We giving the Jordan treatment? All right. I guess. All right, we can do that, I guess. I mean, it's his city. His city. We'll go from that and everything. I just, But, CM Punk having that, he had his moment. And that was good for him. As far as the match goes, them gentlemen were going in. Finn and CM Punk. Through the core, I really did enjoy the match. So, I don't want to say I want to give it. I guess because I had it, I don't know. I guess part of me wanted the expectation for Judgment Day to find some reason to just have Finn break up. Then CM Punk still wins the match. I guess that's part of my expectation that I really wanted. And I didn't care about them being barred or whatever, told not to come to the ring or whatever. I still wanted Judgment Day to cost, and this be the reason why Finn really go up. But I guess him having that respect and being respected by CM Punk is really going to really push him to really just be like, hey, I'm done with y'all. I went out there and proved and whatnot. I got the respect from the champion, so on and so forth. I'm finished with you guys. And we can finally be done with Big Head over there. Just kind of go from there. So I personally, you know what? I'm going to give it a 9.5.
So my whole thing with this match that we had, the whole reason behind me being Plano Salazar was because Plano was a town over in Illinois. I grew up and was born over in Kane County of Aurora, Illinois. And I was around a lot of Blackhawks fans. So, of course, I have to glaze CM Punk.
Okay.
10 out of 10 match.
Yeah.
Of course, there was that little thing with Finn, and I think Don and I discussed that earlier with the possibility of rope slippage, in between matches. But overall, solid match.
We will go into the last match. I'm glad that we had our time to rant and fill and talk about privilege. It's great. It's awesome. But it's the main event. 6 men enter, 1 leaves.
It's not the main event yet.
It's not the main event yet.
Because there's still one more thing we haven't discussed. And that's to put fucking respect on the name Danhausen.
Yes, I forgot. Yes. Okay. So this is my rant. This is my rant.
Please go into it. I'm gonna let you go, and I'm gonna say my piece.
Y'all finna go off. Y'all finna go
off. You listener, fan, neckbeard that doesn't know or doesn't support your local wrestling, Danhausen's entrance wasn't that bad. It's the fact that he's not in, and I've made my decision with people. I don't care about the other company. Just because the rope and the marquee didn't say All Elite Wrestling does not mean that he is bad. A lot of fans are ignorant. They don't understand. Yes. And my biggest thing is everybody was like, they hyped the box up so much only to fail. One, the box was never hyped. Nobody hyped the box up. It was all of us that said, oh my God, there's a box. It'll probably have Chris Jericho. And that's the thing. Nobody hyped it up. There was never anybody on either show that said that box is the future of WrestleMania. They were like, we got this box. We have no idea where this box is. Okay, so some weird dude comes out with teeth and face paint and everybody's mad. And I'm like, this is the greatest thing in the world. I don't understand. I'm going to do a whole downtown episode on this myself and just talk shit to all of y'all. But yeah, that's my thoughts on Danhausen making his debut.
Salazar, can I say something really quick?
Y'all don't know Danhausen from outside of AEW or in AEW, then you're already messing up. Or I should say it better. Y'all are already fucking up. Has been doing this stuff for a good while, a very good while, and he's entertaining as hell. He's done a lot of good stuff on the indies. He's done some good stuff in AEW. There was Hookhausen. Do you guys know anything about that?
Oh, I do.
Probably not.
And
Jericho-hausen. Yep. There was a lot of good bits in the ring and out of the ring from Danhausen. And y'all need to put some respect on him, just like I need Orange Cassidy over in WWE. So I can't wait.
For me, I didn't. All I knew is that he had, because I remember seeing him back in like 2022 and 2023 on AEW. I didn't really like. I wasn't really too familiarized with him. I didn't say nothing was wrong with him during the intros. I didn't even like talk bad. I was just like, what's going on? Like that was my whole reaction during his when the ladies came out and Bacon was like, Danhausen, it's Danhausen. I was like, what is going on? That's like, oh my God. Because I recognize his face and stuff like that. And I've seen a couple clips or whatever from him, but I didn't really, because I wasn't well versed in him. So I was kind of like up in the air with it. I was like, okay. Like I was just kind of like, it's here. Like, what you going? Can't do about it. And then he handed Michael Cole the little jar of whatever the hell.
It was teeth. Mm-hmm. It was a jar of teeth.
I was like,
and that's something he did back on the indies too.
I was like, okay, this is happening. I said, all right, it is. That's the guy. That's our new guy. He said, it's Danhausen. Bacon was just losing his shit over there. I was like, what's going on? And then Salazar out there, he was losing his shit. It's Danhausen. Holy shit. I was like, okay, I guess this is good. I guess.
Here, let me try and recreate that moment. Son of a bitch, I fucking missed him.
I was like, we'll go with it. Let's see where it goes from here. And that's it. I was just like, all right. That's Danhausen, everybody. That's kind of how I looked at the whole. I was like, this sucks, or this and that, and I was just like, all right, this is happening. This is going on. But it's fun seeing him out there. He looked like the little quirky, little craziness coming out. I was just like, all right, we'll go from there.
I think the best way that they've described him so far in like interviews and stuff and podcasts is like a comedically wrestling, like evil, chaotic Conan O'Brien.
Yeah,
that would be roughly the description I could give you. Do you guys even know about what he did to Billy Gunn?
You're talking about the curse?
Not the curse. Billy Ass and the Ass Boys. There was a whole song that Danhausen had ended up making for Billy Gunn and the Acclaimed. And it was a, full-on production. And they have it on AEW's website and everything else, or not website, YouTube channel. And it's Billy Ass and the Ass Boys. Billy Gunn was like getting tired of just constantly getting called the Ass Boys. But Danhausen kept on going with it. It was hilarious. Just like he makes this is similar to what's the I keep on forgetting his name out of the blue. Santino Marella. So yes, he's similar to Santino Marella in certain ways. Like he makes unique names for everyone. Billy Ass for one of them. There was Pepsi Phil when he was over in AEW.
And there's a
whole bunch of others. Yeah.
Or Rock the Dwayne Johnson.
Yes.
Now we could get into the main event, get into everything, get into what we've been hinting at, which is Cody lost. Just get into everything. Airbus, you're going to start us off. What are your thoughts on the main event of this year's Elimination Chamber?
Magnificent. It was beautiful. Now here's the I'm gonna start here. I wish I was, I'm not saying I'm not a guy that doesn't have a lot of G still. but I wish I was 20 something, used to be 21, 22 years old, because Javon Evans coming out and he's in the best crackhead energy I've ever seen in my entire life. To do all of that, to do all of what he did as far as his entrance time. And I think I was laughing because me and Bacon pointed out that it was like, all right, kid, you got to chill because we got to wait for the next one to come on out. You take it up all the time, bro. He jumped around everywhere. He was in the crowds and still put on a show in the match. And still had energy to do the match. To have that much energy and him being this is his first Elimination Chamber and the youngest to ever do it in the chamber. The kid's going places, and I love it. He's already on the main roster, and then Trick Willie. Oh my God, I can't. I look. Here's my three that was picked. It was Randy Orton. It was my three to win this were Randy Orton, LA Knight, and Trick Williams.
In that order of people that you want the most to second most to third most. That was your order.
That was my order. And the only reason why I put like Trick last because he kind of just got there. I hate to say it. Yeah, kind of just got there, but it would have been crazy to see him win it. LA Knight, I was like, he's been here for a very long time. And we need to get the man in that title to get that title now by now, whatever. But then Randy though, because I've wished for another title run from Randy for the longest, for the God knows how long. I've been wishing him for another title run for the longest. I thoroughly wanted that for him. So that's why I was like, I need him to be at the championship title and just come win this off and whatnot, so he can get that next title and get number 15. So I was like, let's go ahead and get that. But that's why I ordered them in that order. And that was the only reason. Now, if LA Knight went in there, I definitely would have put Trick above that aspect, or probably next. Or if Randy won there, now I probably would have did Trick or LA Knight, whatever. But those were my three to pick. Now the match went pretty damn good, honestly. I'm not gonna say pretty damn good. It was damn great from start to finish. My biggest thing was I'm a little upset because they had to pivot. It sucked because they had to pivot. And it all started from Bronson Reed getting injured. It all started from there. It was kind of like, I think a lot of the bodies that were there, they switched it out too many. Like, I think Bronson Reed was supposed to win. Jey Uso won the match. But then, turn around, Jey Uso gets put out or whatever, gets beat up and injured or whatever, or jumped away. And then they replace him with Logan Paul from the Vision. I understand where they were trying to do it. They're trying to keep it in the Visions aspect because Bronson Reed was originally supposed to win. And I get why they put him in that space. So, I guess kudos to Logan to get that opportunity, whatever, do what he did. And he did get 3 pinfalls out of it. I'm a little mad about the 3 pins that he got. Have Black History Month, fuckers. But it was shit. It was, I couldn't believe that shit. And we Bacon was just rooting for that shit. I was getting upset. I was like, bro, this motherfucker better not win this match, bro. I'm happy that Seth Rollins is back and he was the masked man. I was laughing because I was like, they just kept they brought out that green hair guy when he first got unmasked this past week. I thought that was hilarious. And they thought that was the guy, but it wasn't. And then they caught the one masked guy that was going to go into the Elimination Chamber. He got down, and I was like, it's a decoy. It's a decoy, because he knew they were going to catch him. Now they're going to focus on him. Somebody's going to run in. I called it out. And next thing you know, the masked man emerges from the shadows, goes right into there and stumped Logan Paul. And immediately, everyone on the internet, everyone that was following, everyone posted pictures. Even I was out of my seat. We all knew that body was Seth. That was Seth. We knew that was Seth freaking Rollins there. You could not lie to yourself and say that stature of a man was not Seth freaking Rollins. And I'm pretty damn happy he's back. Now he can get his revenge on Vision and what's left of it. I hate to say it as of right now. And hopefully they all come back. But overall, damn good match. I ain't gonna lie. Part of me felt like there was gonna be some crazy ass high flying moment from Javon Evans and Logan Paul at one point during the match where they were both on top of the one of the pods, and I'm thinking to myself, we finna get a Spanish fly. Evans, if part of me was like, I thought for a minute we was gonna get like a Spanish fly or some crazy shit from him and Logan at the gate, like some type of Spanish fly off the one of the pods. That's what I thought. I was expecting something crazy like that, but we didn't. But I thoroughly enjoyed that damn match. Trick bitch slapped the living shit out of Evans at one point in time. I felt that slap in my soul, and I said, "God damn, damn!" I just was like, "Wow." It was beautiful, but Randy Orton coming out, giving his art, and now let's fast forward to the end where the real issue is, or whatever you want to call it. Drew McIntyre coming out, interfering I know I kind of figured it was going to be given. Um, I figured somebody was going to come and interfere anyway. This match had too many people, too much stuff going on, too many people had bad blood outside of it. So I knew once they left that door open and the camera panned to the door being open, and Evans had to get out because he had got pinned, and everybody else was going out. I was like, yeah, eventually something's about to happen. Somebody's going to interfere. So first it was the masked man, Seth Rollins, and then it was Drew McIntyre who came in, interfered with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton being the two, and then Cody delivers a crossroads to Drew, and no, it's crossroads to Drew, and then Cody gets caught by an RKO by Randy because he did hesitate at one point in time. And I guess this is Randy not hesitating and taking the opportunity at that time to finally actually seal the deal. So, if I were to give this match now, hold on, the LA Knight situation, he botched, and I was a little upset. I was a little upset. I was a little upset that he botched twice, and I was a little upset because I was like, damn. And then Bacon made the point. You someone said, "See, not everybody can be the main star." I was like, "You ain't shit." First of all, I was a little upset by you saying that shit. I was like, "Damn, that's cold to say." But him botching twice kind of messed it up a bit from the flow of that. I was just like, "Damn, yeah, LA Knight, you might not be getting that, buddy." So I just was like, "Damn, it hurt. It hurt seeing that." But it is what it is. We just learn as we go. Hopefully we get better, and he's not getting no younger. And hopefully, we give more opportunities for LA Knight going forward. We'll see what happens as far as his push for, I guess, after Mania. I want to say at this point, we'll see what happens. I really wanted to see. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. I'm hoping that they give him something, an even bigger storyline besides the vision situation that he had with going on to kind of deal with. I don't know. They might do something with him and Rollins. I guess taking out. I guess he might get involved in taking down the. They might do something with that situation, that angle. I don't know, because Seth Rollins officially doesn't like the vision because of that turnout on them. And now, they've been messing with LA Knight for the longest. So I guess at this point, they might try to do something in that realm. But I was a little upset about him botching. So for that match overall and Randy getting the win, I got what I wanted at the end of the day for him to win. I'll give it probably like a 9. A 9. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. I'll give it a solid 9 out of 10.
For me, the match is kind of as you expected with LA Knight being sloppy, but then again, it's also possible with the ropes. There's a reason why LA Knight isn't, up there. And we kind of saw the behind the scenes of that whole thing with Unreal as well. In Unreal season 2, we kind of see like the altercation between him and Triple H on like after some several botches with like the ladder match over at Money in the Bank. Um the match itself, yeah, that chest slap, that one really hurt. The stalemate that we had, the back and forth of Trick Williams and Javon Evans was really smooth, really solid. When Logan Paul came out there, we kind of made a joke where thank God it's Black History Month because we got 3 black guys against 1 white guy.
That's the dumbest fucking joke that you all have ever come up with. I literally told him, don't fucking say it. Well, I knew it was fucking coming when Megan said this dumbass shit. I saw it coming. As soon as he said, oh man, look at that. And I said, don't say it. I already know exactly what the hell he was hinting at. And I was just like, no, please don't say it.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of any other highlights or major highlights. With the Drew coming in, with Seth coming in, that was some really major highlights that I'm definitely going to be making clips of later. And that one, this is one of the weird things that I kind of had saw afterwards. If you remember, Seth ended up making a statement to CM Punk of, as long as I have air in my lungs, you will never be champion. Well, after the leg break, he ended up becoming champion. And he had an opportunity to mess up that match, but he didn't. And instead focused on whoever was left in the Vision. His hatred for the Vision right now is superseding CM Punk. And I think that is a major boost towards him becoming face again, possibly.
I think he's already a face. I think once he took down Logan and caused that disruption, I think that's it. You're already a face or a likable heel. Like that's really, and it sucks right now because nobody can be mad at the Vision because everybody breaks the moment they breathe in a WWE ring, except for Logan. So it doesn't really, it's like, it'll be interesting to see how Mania handles this situation because we've already had Logan versus Rollins at Mania.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want that again?
I wouldn't stray away from the idea of doing those two again because now time has developed. He's got more callus on him. He's got some rope callus and everything else to, pick up a better fight against Rollins and hopefully not injure his knee again or back. Excuse me. But time will tell on what creative thinks, and creative likes to think a lot and a lot of the wrong things.
Absolutely. And it seems like from here, we have a guarantee 3 more WWE based events before we get to Mania. We have Vengeance Day, we have Stand and Deliver, which is standing on its own, and then we have a live AAA event that will be here for the first time ever under the WWE umbrella in America, not a Worlds Collide, like a straight AAA event right before Mania. So I think we are in for a very interesting ride. Now the build up, I don't know how they're going to build Cody versus Drew versus Randy versus Jacob versus Sammy. I don't know how they're going to do that because there's no reason to have Jacob be at Mania if it's not. I want it, but they're never going to do it. But I would love it.
You never know. We've only had
it
once back in 2008. They're bringing back a whole bunch of other stuff. They had the fucking the all women's match event, PLE. When was the last time we had a Bad Blood? And was it good? No, it wasn't.
But it will be fun to see like where we're gonna go, what we'll do, and then the fact is we will all be together at WrestleMania, which WrestleMania for one, I can't wait to talk about that in downtown, is gonna be 2 hours earlier, and it will be for the first time ever, the first hour will be live free on television.
It's a good thing that I got that 3 terabytes of storage recently, because I know that's going to take a lot of data to get all y'all's footage.
That one's going to be great. But you know what, Salazar, I'm going to let you close us out for this episode.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Last thought real quick, because I didn't really give my rating. For the last match, I would give it a good 8.5 out of 10. With that, thank you everyone so much for joining us over here at Crash Pad. Thank you to Erebus V, Donovan, and Bacon for showing up last minute in the middle of a conversation and then just giving up a full-on rant from the beginning to the middle to the end. And we thank you for everyone watching and listening back at home. We will see every single one of you in the next video. Good night, everybody.